Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with an FGO servant analysis video. I will be reacting to Pope Joan or Pope Johanna, ruler, a newer servant from FGO JP, and she is the 2023 JP Valentine's Day event servant, I think. And yeah, she has come, and yeah, I'll be doing the usual thing. I'm going to be reacting to her servant demonstration, looking at her Ascension arts, looking at her skills and NP, and giving my opinions on how what type of character is it, how I like it or not, or stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started then. And as usual, I have made a poll on my uh, community tab in my channel. The what amount of SQs do you want me to spend on her in my JP account? The summoning video will come out tomorrow according to the results of the poll. Either way, let us get started. The video that I will be reacting to in this reaction, I will link it down in the description box if you want to check the original out, just like I do always. And yeah, let us get started. First, I will be looking at her servant demonstration. So yeah, let us get started. And here we go. All right. Oh. Okay, I was thinking maybe she would be like a buffer or something, but she deals damage. Okay. An AoE servant. Alright. Okay, let's see her attacks. I wonder how she'll attack. Oh, she just whacks you with it. Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh. Alright, that was cool. I like that. Wait. She turns into an owl. Alright. Interesting attacks. Oh, this one's... I really like this one. Alright. Damn, lightning as well. This one's really interesting. She turns into an owl and attacks. Oh, I love the feathers kind of like, dropping down. I can see that she's like bringing quite a few grid stars. Oh, there you go, the lightning attack. Oh! Okay. Alright. Yeah, the animations are fine. I like the owl portion, but I'm looking forward to the third Ascension animations. Because usually the third Ascension is the one where everything goes down. Wait, what? Alright. Alright, let's look at the Noble Phantasm again. And Noble Phantasm is very like normal, like she just is sitting down. There you go. Wow. I feel like her attack isn't as strong. It's a little bit, her offensive power is a little bit low, isn't it? Like, however, I'm guessing Castoria can probably boost that up a little bit. Another thing I realized, she gets quite a few amount of crit stars. Her crit star generation is nice, I feel like. Alright. Alright, this is the third ascension. Alright, it's the same thing. Oh, okay, that was beautiful. Whoa. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, this one's my favorite. It's very colorful, I have to say, you know, like her Noble Phantasm. It's like a lot of colors. Not Noble Phantasm, sorry, her demonstration. Third Ascension. Alright, here we go. Ah, there you go. Whoa! Alright, that's my favorite one. Interesting. Okay. There we go. All right, that was also good. She's a little bit, I can see, she's a little bit lacking at the offense department. However, who knows, maybe she's a support servant. I've still not seen her skills. Maybe she's a support servant. Let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. Her animations are beautiful. Alright, Noble Phantasm time again. So I can see one of her skill increases her NP gauge every turn. Another one, the other two are like somehow related to arts card. Quite a... Okay. Like, she got a few of the buffs, you know, like... But I can see her offensive power being a little bit low. Because even with this, I feel like she won't be able to kill all the enemies. Let's see. I love how she smiles and the enemies die. Okay, as you can see, little bit on the lower. Oh, okay. Oh, another Noble Phantasm. Alright. Yeah, a little bit on the lower side. Alright. Okay, let's look at her Ascension. Oh, is that her 4th Ascension art? That's quite beautiful. Alright, let's see what she says. Oh, is this her first Ascension? The little owl she has with her. Okay. Johanna. There you go. She's not an offensive servant. She says that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is only level 50, you know? You can go stronger. Oh. Oh yeah, we saw this. Oh yeah, what about the owl? Where? Oh, is it? I have no idea where her owl is. What? Interesting way to... Yeah. Her heart changed, okay. It's like there's no visual changes, but... Is this her prime? Ah, there you go. She's getting more expressive. She'll be more. Wow, she's like this bright ray of light, you know. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Now I'll be completely honest. Her animations are okay. You know, I've seen like so many servants. I've seen animations and stuff. It was nothing too crazy, nothing too underwhelming. It was kind of okay. You know, like it was nice. There was a few one of them which I really liked. For example, in the first and the second Ascension art, Ascension, level, her 2 or 3 animations I really liked. The ones which involved that owl. I really liked when she launched that owl and the owl went and attacked the enemy and comes back again. I do wonder what's up with the owl because she said that the owl is there with her in the second Ascension. However, we don't know where it is. Anyways, so that was the one. The extra attack for the first Ascension was also quite nice. She herself turns into an owl. And attacks. Now, one thing I liked about the first Ascension is, again, related to the owl. The owl, when it's fluttering its wings, I liked how the feathers were kind of dropping down, which was like an interesting little extra thing that they added, I guess. These little extra special effects. And even the attacks which involved the owl, you could see the feathers of the owl kind of floating around and just spreading everywhere, and that was kind of interesting. And yeah, all the other ones, it was okay. I saw her like using her that thing that she had on in her hand, like using that to attack the enemy, and like a few other like things we saw, and it was good. But the animations that I really liked were the ones involved with the owl. I really liked those. That was the first Ascension. The third Ascension was more. I feel like it was. I liked it more than the first one. And there was a few animations which I really enjoyed in there. And one thing I have to say, which I was very impressed with, was the colors. Like the little colors things, like the rainbow colored things that were like coming out. For example, there was one animation where she went and used her thing to do this, and the color like spread out. That was quite beautiful, and her third ascension animations are very beautiful. I have to say it's kind of unique as well. I'm not really sure what exactly that was, but my favorite one was where she used the like those little round things, which look like the moon, like which was like stacked together. That came and it flipped, attacking the enemy. I have no clue what that was, but it was cool. I liked it. And yeah, her third ascension animations were beautiful. I really liked that, and there was a lot of colors involved in it, and it was very pleasing to the eye. But other than that, it was not like crazy stuff. Like none of the crazy stuffs were happening, and like there was like no animations which were like, oh my god, what the hell is this? Like that's crazy, that type of thing. It was not there. It was very simple and very beautiful. That is it. And yeah, so I prefer the third Ascension animation more than the first and the second one, and because it just looks more beautiful. And yeah, for the Noble Phantasm, again, it's a very simple Noble Phantasm. She just sits there smiling at you, and the rays of light hits you, defeating you completely. And now, one thing I could see that her offensive power is kind of at the lower end. I feel like even with like like those buffs that she was getting, and here's the thing, she's a ruler, so obviously her offensive power will be a little bit lower. Like she doesn't have any class advantage unless and until the like the other side is I always forget that class affinities thing. Unless and until you're wait, ruler. I forgot. Ruler is strong against whom? Alter ego? I forgot. This is why I always like bring out the sheet, the character affinity sheet, whenever I fight, because I always forget. But anyways, unless and until you're that like you're that class, I guess her damage, like neutral damage dealing, is kind of at the lower end, because you could see she was getting one. I'll look at the skills and I'll see what's going on. You can see she has like one or two skills related to the arts card. However, her Noble Phantasm, even if it was hitting, it wasn't able to completely kill the enemies. The enemies having 20,000 health. So it's kind of at the lower end, I think. However, it can be fixed with Castoria, I think. Either way, I think she can be looped. It feels like she can be looped. She has like a skill which is related to the to the NP god. So, anyways, let me stop talking about this because I'm going to look at her skills just after this. Anyways, so yeah, now for the summoning lines and everything, she talks about her owl a little bit at first, and then she says my owl is not here, but he's fine. And then like she talks about how, like, very simple, like normal things. She doesn't say anything outrageous, just like a few other servants do. Some servants kind of say some outrageous stuff in the Ascension line. It's like crazy stuff they say. However, she was very like nothing crazy she said. It was just like, oh, thank you, master, for bringing me. And oh, like you're with like it's such a beautiful day. Look at the sun, like sunrise. You are here, I am here. Everything is beautiful. These type of things she was saying. So yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, it's okay. Like everything was very like like nice and beautiful. Like that's Pope Joanna. So yeah, there you go. That was the animations. Now I'm going to read a little bit of a Wikipedia article. I'm not exactly sure who this person is, so let me check. I think she's Pope Joan. A minute, Pope Joan. Here you go. Pope Joan, or Joannes Angelicus, was, according to a legend, a woman. Oh, Okay, I actually thought Fate again gender bended this character. But okay, so she was a woman. Okay. All right. Like this is FGO we're talking about. Like every character is gender bent. So I actually thought this was gender bent, but no. Okay. A woman who reigned as pope for 2 years during the Middle Ages. Her story first appeared in chronicles of the 13th century and subsequently spread throughout the Europe. The story was widely believed for centuries, but most modern scholars regarded it as fictional. Most versions of her story describe her as a talented and learned woman who disguised herself as a man. Okay, often at the behest of a lover. In the most common accounts, owing to her abilities, she rose through the church hierarchy and was eventually elected pope. Her sex was revealed when she gave birth during a procession. Oh, and she died shortly after, either through murder or of natural cause. What? The accounts state that later church processions avoided this spot and the Vatican removed the female pope from its official list and crafted a ritual to ensure the future popes were male. In the 16th century, Siena Cathedral featured a bust of Joan among the pontiffs, and this was removed after protests. Jane de Mailly's chronicle, written around 1215, contains the first mention of unnamed female pope and inspired several more accounts over the next several years. The popular and the influential version is that interpolated into Martin of Opava's Chronicon Pontificum El Imperatorium, later in the 13th century. Martin introduced details that the female pope's birth name was John Angelicus or Mainz, and she reigned in the 9th century and she was entered the church to follow her lover. The existence of Pope Joan was used in the defense of Waller Brutt in his trial of 1391. The legend was generally accepted as true until the 16th century, when a widespread debate among Catholic and Protestant writers called the story into question. Various writers noted the implausibly long gap between Joan's supposed lifetime and her first appearance in texts. Protestant scholar David Brondel ultimately demonstrated the impossibility of the story. Pope Joan is now widely considered fictional, though the legend remains influential in its cultural depictions. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, so she's fictional, I'm guessing. That's what everyone, like, by the end of it, they came into conclusion. All right. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I have a little bit of background on her now. So there you go. So that was that. Okay, let us go to the Ascension arts. And from what we saw, the Ascension art looks quite nice. All right, this is the first one. As you can see, this is Pope Johanna, and she is, I think this is the dress that you probably wear when you are still a student. I'm not exactly sure, or maybe you're still learning. Like this dress she's wearing. I'm not exactly sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. However, you can see her little braided, like, hair with the little owl. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure what the owl indicates. It probably is something related to her lore, or maybe something FGO itself added into the story. Either way, I love that her owl has a little star thing in this head. Kind of interesting. And yeah, she has a book in her hand, and it's a very simple dress, nothing like crazy. And there's like the background is like in a little road with like some trees and stuff. All right, it's a yeah, it's a very simple, like, Ascension art. Nothing, nothing much to talk about. And yeah, all right, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one's nice. This one is where she's wearing, I'm guessing, the robe that popes wear, I think, and with the little hat. And her hairstyle is still the same. She doesn't have the owl now, and but she says that the owl is fine. In her Ascension lines, she's like, the owl is fine, don't worry. And she has the I'm not sure what you call them, the thing that she's holding in her hand. And yeah, and she's in the church, I'm guessing, the background. So yeah, this is good. However, like, obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone likes the next Ascension a lot more than these two, because these two are okay, but I have to say the next Ascension is beautiful. All right, this was the second Ascension. Here it is, the third Ascension. This one's beautiful. Just look at it. First of all, I have to say this first. Look at her, the dress, the little, the workings on her dress. You know, this part, the leg part, where it's like this folded, like, like this folded design of a dress, the white design, the fold. I'm not sure what you call them. I'm not sure, but it looks so beautiful. Not only that, I like the white and the blue color scheme, and it really matches her well. And she has this halo kind of thing behind her back. I'm not sure what that is, which makes her look like, very divine. And yeah, this is my favorite Ascension art. Like, it looks really beautiful, and it's just, like, I just love the leg part, where the design in the dress or whatever she's wearing. That design is just so beautiful. And I was looking at her, like, like an Ascension art, animation demonstration, and I was looking at her, and the leg part with the design, I was looking at it, and I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. Even in a character model, it looks so good. And yeah, so yeah, my favorite one, obviously. And I think most of the people will probably like agree with me. Like, this is the best Ascension art. I really love it. And I love how much it matches with her and her personality as well, with the blue and the white color scheme. It feels like she's like, her personality even matches with this color, like in this blue and white, calm and serene type of personality. Anyways, yeah, that was the third Ascension. And I have to say, the fourth Ascension is beautiful. Like, just look at this, like, where she's just behind her, like, the sun is rising, and she's just looking at the, like, like at the camera or whatever, smiling. And she's doing this little twirl thing, like, when I'm pretty sure she was looking at the sunrise, and, like, like, and she did a little twirl thing, looking at you, trying to look at you and smiling. And that's why her hair is on in the process of movement. It's in the process of movement like this, and that's why it's kind of flowing. And that looks really good. And even her dress is like flowing, which shows that she was going to twirl towards you. And she's just smiling. And yeah, this is beautiful. This is a really beautiful final Ascension art. And yeah, this makes her, obviously, like, looks like some divine being. And yeah, amazing. And the third Ascension and the fourth Ascension are my favorites. All right, so that was the Ascension art. Let us move towards the skills. Now, this part I'm kind of curious about, because I have to see if she's a support servant or is she an offensive servant. Because if she's an offensive servant, she doesn't really seem like one, because her skill, like, her damage are very low. Okay, skill number 1, Pope Johanna 1. Wait, no. Oh, it's not translated. Wait a minute, let me check if we've got a translation. Just a minute, let me put this in the Google Translate. What's the name of the skill? Fantasy Saint, Genso no Seijin. Okay. A, increase arts card star gather rate for an ally. Oh, there you go. She's a support servant. For an ally, you can target it on someone. All right. Arts star gather rate for an ally, 3 turns, 3000 to 5000%. Increase arts card critical strength for an ally, 3 turns, 50% to 100%. Apply to self, gain critical stars each turn, 3 turn, 5 to 10. There you go. So, okay, this is, all right, this is a very interesting skill. So basically what this does is it gives you crit stars every turn, 5 to 10. 10, obviously, if you're level 10, the skill. So every turn you're going to get 10 crit stars if you pop this skill for 3 turns. Not only that, you can direct the crit stars to some other character by popping this skill and targeting it to someone else. Not only will they get a crit star gather rate, they'll also get a critical strength increase by 100%. So, oh, this is quite good. It seems really good. Like, basically you can just target someone, and just, like, someone who is like an offensive servant, and let me just take who, like, maybe like, who hits hard. let's just take, I don't know, Orion or someone like, Himiko, someone like that. And like, Orion and Himiko have like, crit star gather and crit star increase for the Buster card. So if you do this to them, they'll even get a arts card increase as well. Their arts card will also hit hard, just like the like the Buster card. Like, I'm just taking them as an example. I'm pretty sure you can use this skill on anyone and everyone who hits hard. So take an offensively strong servant with arts card and pop this on them. That type of thing. All right, that's a really good skill. Second skill, Pope Johanna, skill number 2. All right, let me put this in Google Translate again. Let me see what's the name. The name of this one is Kihisareshi Saire Gyoretsu, Avoided Festival Procession. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. That's probably not the translation. Anyways, all right. Increases arts card effectiveness for all allies. 3 turns, 10 to 20%. All right. Apply debuff immune to all allies 1 time 3 turns. Oh my god, this debuff immune is so helpful a lot of times. Excuse me, a lot of times. And yeah, apply damage cut to all allies 3 turns, 500 to 1000. Okay, increases on NP gauge 20% to 30%. Again, this is, you could say, a support skill. Yeah, this is also a support skill. It affects all the allies. So all your allies were going to get like a 20% increase in arts card effectiveness. Debuff immune, everyone's going to get. Not resist, immune, completely immune for 1 time 3 turns. Damage cut, a little bit of a, it's going to give you a little bit of an increased defense, like 1000 damage cut for 3 turns. And increase your own NP gauge by 30%. Okay. Nice. Again, it's not as good as the first one, I guess you could say, but this is also pretty good. It's a little bit of an offensive one, a little bit of a defensive one, a little bit of an increase in NP gauge, that type of thing. Okay, and the third skill, this is called, let me put this in Google Translate, it's called Kyoko Rongi. Increase NP gauge each turn for all allies. 10 to 20%. That's quite good. 20% increase in NP gauge for all allies? That's really good. Increase attack for all allies. 3 turns, 10 to 20%. Wow. That's quite good. Like for 3 turns, you're going to get a 20% increase in NP gauge, not only for yourself, for all your allies. So that's pretty impressive. That's a really good skill, I feel like. All right. So basically, like, yeah, those little amount of like NP gauge that you probably miss. Like, for example, like I've seen this happen multiple times to me. Like, for example, I'm using Muramasa, and in one of the attacks, like he's able to like gather 80% NP gauge, and then I don't have any what was that, like any Castoria skill left, and yeah, I cannot use the Noble Phantasm. So in those type of situations, for 3 turns, that extra 20% increase is going to help out a lot. So I'm not exactly sure how her skill set is kind of interesting. I'm not sure how you're going to use her, but obviously she's going to be used for a support reason. Obviously you cannot use her for as an offensive character. I doubt that her offensive attack. Wait a minute, let me check. How much does? Oh, her attack is 10,000. Ooh, her max attack is 10,000. That is why. Yeah, there you go. I was wondering. I was like, yeah, her max attack must be low. So there you go. So obviously you cannot, I guess you can use her as an AoE offensive character, but it will not be worth it. So yeah, I can see you have to use her as a support character, but I'm kind of thinking exactly how are you going to use her? I guess you can pair her up with Castoria, maybe? Yeah. Maybe Castoria and then have like an offensive character, like one Castoria, one Pope Joanna, and one offensive character on whom you're going to put on all the buffs. Like the first skill, like which is going to increase critical stat gather rate for arts card and increase critical strength. That one. But yeah, I can see her, like, let me know how exactly how are you going to use her, with whom will she work well. My guess is it's probably one Castoria, one Pope Johanna, and one another offensive servant. Anyways, all right, that was all the skills. Her skill set is quite interesting. Like I said, the first skill is really good. The second skill is okay as well. The third skill is also really good with the extra, NP gauge every turn for 20% and increasing attack. So yeah, she's fully support servant. Each and every one of her skills is support related. It gives party wide buff. Nothing for herself. So there you go. She's a support servant. Okay, and alright, let's look at her passives. Magic Resistance EX, increase your debuff resist by 25%, which is quite good. Territory Creation A, increase your arts card effectiveness by 10%. Alright. Okay, now let's look at the Noble Phantasm. Let me put this in the translation box again, and it's called Legendamu Papa Torunusu. Legendary Papa Thornus. What? Is that the name? I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, okay, the Noble Phantasm, apply 50% special attack evil. What? To self. 50% special attack evil to self. 1 turn. Activates first. Deal damage to all enemies. Force 50 to 750%. Inflict nullify buff to all enemies. 1 time 3 turns. A nullify buff. Okay, overcharge. Deals super effective damage to human attribute enemies. 50% special attack evil to self. Oh, so she deals extra damage to evil enemy characters. Alright, okay, makes sense, because she's a pope, she's a ruler, all that. Okay, the interesting thing about this Noble Phantasm, it inflicts nullify buff to all enemies. 1 time 3 turns. So wait, nullify buff means, like, okay, I think nullify buff means that once it's on the enemy, any other buff that the enemy might try to put on it is going to get nullified. It's not that the existing buffs will get nullified. The existing buffs will still be there. However, from that point onwards, for 3 turns, whatever buff that the enemy tries to put on itself will not work for 1 turn only. I think that's what it means, nullify buff. I think so, yeah. So it nullifies from that point onwards. Not the existing buffs will still be there. Alright. Okay, yeah. There you go. So that was the Noble Phantasm. And that was it. That was Pope John, or Pope Joanna. So my opinion, like I said, I think she could be used in quite a few interesting ways. I'm not exactly sure, because like I said, I don't usually, I'm not really well versed with the strategies and everything. However, I'm pretty sure people who play the game are veterans. They probably will able to figure out the best way and which best characters to pair her up with and deal a lot of damage with her. So I can see the potential in her, but I cannot figure out how to use her. That's the thing. But I can see that she could be a very good servant, especially being a support servant. Her skills are very interesting and very nice. So let me know, if what character she should go well with, because I feel like she's this type of a character. She's a type of a character where you need like a specific set of servants to actually work with her properly, and she could unleash her ultimate support and help them out in a very good way. Like, not all servants will actually work together with her properly. For example, like characters who will have maximum amount of for example, characters who have only 1 arts card. Obviously pairing that character up with her will be foolishness, I think. So characters who have 2 arts card or something like that, and the Noble Phantasm is also arts, characters like that will probably go well with her. These type of things, you need certain criteria to be fulfilled, I think, to be used with her. However, if she's paired up with that certain character who works well with her, she can help them out a lot, I think. That's the type of thing I'm thinking. I can understand that. However, I cannot figure out how exactly you can use her. I feel like maybe maybe she can work well with any type of like arts berserker like Musashi. I think Miyamoto Musashi. Yeah, I feel like she can work well with Miyamoto Musashi because Berserker, because Miyamoto Musashi Berserker has, like, I remember, has a critical increase skill. Not only that, she has a skill which increases the number of hits the enemies get, the second skill, and it also increases your NP gain. So pairing up the first skill, which increases Arts Card gather rate and Arts Card critical strength, pairing that up with Miyamoto Musashi Berserker, and popping the first and the second skill. The first one increases critical strength, and the first one increases evade, gives you an evade, I think. And the second one of Musashi is the one which increases the number of hits you do and increases your NP gain. So pairing these two skills with her first skill, this critical star gather rate and critical star increase skill, is going to work perfectly, I feel like, and Miyamoto Musashi can do a lot of damage with that, I think. Like, this is just something that I thought. Let me know if I'm correct or wrong. Either way, yeah, there you go. That was it. So now the big question: when she's going to arrive in NA, will I summon for her? I don't think so. Probably not. I was thinking about summoning for her, but then I was like, no, because I'm pretty sure Olga Mari is going to come in the future. Anytime she can come. And before her, Kukulan is coming. So definitely, in 2025, I'm definitely in NA. I'm definitely going to summon for Kukulan. And then if Olga Mari comes, Olga Mari, who knows which summer servants are going to come this year. So for all of that reasons, the anniversary servant, I'm pretty sure maybe Olga Mari will come in the anniversary. If not, there'll be another anniversary, crazy anniversary servant. So all those stuff and all those reasoning are why I probably won't summon for her. But she seems like a solid servant and a really good support servant, I think. Anyways, and that was it, guys. Thank you for watching. This was my servant analysis video for Pope Joanna. And yeah, let me know your guys' opinion, what you think about her. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And anything else you want to let me know about this character and the questions that I asked, you can let me know if you have any answers to that, or like I said, and I can see that she's a good servant as support wise, but I'm not exactly sure how to use her. So if you have anything else to talk about that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, so there you go. That is it. Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, the community tab, a poll has been started. Tomorrow I will be summoning for Pope Joanna in the JP account, obviously. And yeah, let vote there. Whichever option will win, that amount of SQs I will spend on her. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.